not that side.
It's live streamed. All right, let's see.
Got it.
Waiting for it to pop up. Okay, here we are. Hello, everybody. Is there anybody here?
I'm here.
Maybe we should do our reading now. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Actually see it this time. Usually it takes like 20 minutes.
Carrey is here. Carrey, isn't it your birthday? What are you doing on Facebook? You should be partying.
It's a cool thing about doing astrology readings. I get to find out everybody's birthday and all our Cappies' birthdays.
I think 2022 is going to be a better year if you want it to be. Like, I really feel this energy. I mean, it's like I'm planning, I'm ready to go. And I feel like if you got dreams and you want to put effort into it, it's going to happen. So that's what I feel anyway. I could be wrong. I've been on a hiatus a little bit for a little while. So I'm just kind of getting back in the groove of everything. I got big ideas. I'm excited.
You know, I feel that. I've been a little bit on hiatus as well. A little bit. I took off for the holidays.
Oh, I'm talking like a year, Brandy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it. Right.
Brandy took a vacation.
I feel like it's been a year. Like,
yeah,
that helps.
Yeah.
I'm such a jerk. I'm sorry. So you were saying you've been on hiatus.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just feel this momentum, and I keep being reminded that it's about the work I want to put into what I'm doing. You know, so like, do you want it? How bad do you want it? Okay, do it. You know.
And is that when Capricorn season started, or has this been like going on?
Well, I think it really picked up. Probably, I'm going to say June is when I started to really be ready to go for it. And no, I'm totally ready now. I mean, I got my calendar out. I'm already into March. Like, every day is full of fun stuff I want to do.
Wow.
So
I'm on December 31st.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm trying to get this up so I can see comments. You know, I always struggle with, there we go. Oh, I see, because Sheila was asking.
Yes. Somebody thought paperwork was boring. They don't know that I like that stuff, Brandy. I love that stuff. I love the repetitive stuff.
The organizational stuff.
I do. I really do. The structure, the organizing. I do.
Hi, Eileen. I thought about you earlier today, just randomly. I was like, I wonder how Eileen's doing.
Well, I'm glad we got the cool crew here.
Yes. Our cool peeps always show up.
They do.
So you like paperwork. It makes me think, because like people don't know this, but I love bookkeeping and numbers, and like not CPA accounting, but like day-to-day accounting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of weird like that.
You should have took that math test for me yesterday then.
If you would have told me, I would have popped on and done that.
God.
Like, we got to be smarter about this next time.
Next time. No, I'm just kidding.
And then I'll have you, you know, resumes for me. We got to pull our skills together. Okay. Sheila says, Houston and 2021 has kicked my butt. Oh, no. I know 2021 was rough. A lot of astrological transits. A good transit that just happened. Jupiter went into Pisces, and I am thrilled about that one.
Oh, I feel it. I mean, the messages are so clear. That's why I've had my calendar out, because it's like, oh, I better write all this good idea stuff out, you know. So it's exciting.
So last time Jupiter was in Pisces was, I think, like January 2010 to January of 2011. So you can kind of think like what happened in your life around that time to kind of see maybe what kind of theme you're dealing with for this next 12 months. So for me, it was preparing to move to Austin. It was a huge thing we wanted to do, and that's when we were really doing the work. So it'll be interesting to see what the next year is like for me.
I was doing a lot of energy work. It's very interesting you tell me this, because that's kind of when I started to get into the advanced craniosacral therapy. I was on my Reiki path. I mean, I was doing the massage therapy thing at that time, but my clients were really liking the energy work stuff. And that's kind of the motion I'm getting, is to go back to my foundations, my roots, and work with that to build even greater things. So
yeah. And then you also want to see like what house that is on your astrology chart, on your natal chart. For me, it's the 11th house. So
I don't know.
which is aspirations for 11th house, friendships, networking. Rena, see, Cap rising, right?
Yep. And moon.
And moon. So Pisces would be, I believe, I'm trying not to go backwards here because sometimes I get my thinking backwards. So Pisces should be your 3rd house.
Okay.
Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, that'd be your 3rd, if we're looking at a whole sign house system.
And what's my 3rd house do for me? Because I don't memorize this stuff.
Oh yeah, so that's communications.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, and you're thinking, intellect, learning. It's also siblings, those kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3rd house can do all that. It's also local travel. It's a lot of things.
Oh, well, that's interesting, because I was telling you earlier, maybe I didn't tell you earlier. Yes, I did. One of my friends, she lives about 3 hours away from me. She's buying this gym, and she wants me to come douse it. She wants to create this holistic center. She's really cool. And then she told me I could teach classes there. And
go for it.
I know I've been so wanting to branch out and start teaching all of my stuff virtually and in person. And I got a message from a lady in London who said, if you ever come to the UK and you want to teach classes, let me know, you know. So I'm like, oh my God, my dreams are just blowing up right now.
Yeah. It makes sense.
It's exciting.
Yeah. No, you got to go for it. I can't wait for some of these virtual classes. You have a class coming up and I am signing up for it.
I got two classes.
Are they both on your website so far?
They are.
You told me this, I think, but when you were telling me the other class was listed, I thought you were talking about this other one. Why don't you get us all like,
so we got the Molodara class. That's your root chakra. And so it's going to be, you know, kind of a 101, but how to work with your root chakra key. So
I'm excited about that one.
Yes, it's very exciting. Really cool. The root chakra key is, I mean, all the keys are amazing, but you know, each one has such a special story, and it's kind of the beginning of that Kundalini energy and opening things up and creating this beautiful channel of energy. It's unreal. I love it. And then we have the quantum alignment class, and that's at the end of January.
Okay. Yes.
So we're going to be doing some manifesting work, working with affirmations, meditation to go with it. It's a little bit of work, I'm not going to lie, but it's really awesome work because it totally gives you direct access to the law of attraction. It's virtually foolproof. I mean, it's that good. So,
and law of attraction is like, I mean, that's one thing I believe so much in. And I mean, you see your own evidence in it when you work with it. So yeah, totally thrilled for these classes.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I will
be at both of them, by the way.
And I've been busting out meditations. I had 2 left I wanted to record, which was the Molodara Chakra meditation to go with the class. It took me a while to write that one, but it's amazing. And it's like 21, almost 22 minutes long. It's really good. And then I released another one yesterday, the quantum DNA healing, and that's pretty spectacular too. So that one's listed on my Etsy site. I'm not going to release the Molodara Chakra one to the public until after the class. So
come to class.
Come to class. It's good experience. You get that awesome meditation for free. Well, it's included in your registration, which is $34. I mean, that's
nothing. And how long is the class? Like is like what, an hour?
Oh, 90 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe a little more.
That's a great deal. $30. And then, yeah, so you guys come. I'm going to be there. It's going to be fun to have Rena teach us.
And Brandy looked up all the information. These are awesome educational days. I actually had one scheduled for January 8th, and Brandy said she's at a psychic fair that day, and the energy wasn't best suited that day either. So we had to move it.
I know. It's all about me always.
That's okay. It worked out beautifully.
Yes, Carrey wants the link to the class. Can you post it real quick or?
Well, so my website's weird. You got to just go to my website and hit the classes tabs.
Okay. Can you post your website?
I will do that real quick.
Okay, cool. And then go to the classes tab and it should take you. And then you know what, Rena, remind me, sidebar, remind me, and I will put it on my website so people can find it there as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. So anyways, 2022, you know what? Maybe at the end, we'll draw a card about 2022 as well.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I've been kind of doing my own readings on some things. Maybe I'll put them on my page later. But I think 2022 is going to be better. I'm like Rena, it's like whatever energy you're going to put into it.
That's the deck we're pulling from. Brandy and I both have the David Bowie deck, and it's awesome. So we're both going to pull a David Bowie card.
Did I tell you guys about my David Bowie dream? I tell everybody. Have I said it on Facebook Live?
I don't know.
Such a stupid dream. Well, not stupid, but silly. Like, it's one of those dreams you have to sit with and like figure out what it means. But like, so this was a few months ago, and in my dream, I was taking a shower and I was just conditioning my hair. So I'm standing there, sorry, not to give it the dream was from here up, and I'm sitting there, conditioning my hair, and David Bowie appears in a spandex, like almost like a pastel rainbow spandex outfit. And he tells me, no, you need to shampoo your hair. And so he goes and finds me some shampoo, comes back, and he's shampooing my hair.
I love it. I really do.
And that's all I remembered about it. But it stuck with me, and I don't usually remember dreams. So it's,
I love his uniqueness. I'm like that. Like, I'm the person that, like, you've seen my cloud pants, leggings outfit.
Yes. Wear
that shit in public. Excuse my language.
I have the hoodie.
Yes. Brandy has a hoodie.
We should wear them. Like, maybe we'll do it for Prince's birthday or something.
When we get the wigs done.
Yes. That's when we'll do it. Sorry, I'm like drinking water like crazy. I'm having a little bit of a reflux attack. So bear if you see me drinking water constantly.
I got my Pepsi.
Perfect.
I needed a little caffeine.
So speaking of Bowie, and that's why we have this to honor our dear friend Bowie. Capricorn season.
Yes.
Bowie's a Capricorn. So January 8th, Capricorn.
This is my jam, except for when Venus is in retrograde, then we get a little mouthy.
Yeah. Can we Gemini, like you have to say one thing and it like redirects my attention. can we talk about Venus retrograde for a minute?
Do
I
it.
want to know how everybody has been feeling about Venus retrograde. It's been going on forever.
It feels like it. It feels like it.
It does. I'm trying to remember what day. I want to say the 19th of December, but it's continuing till January 29th. And so Venus is in Capricorn right now. It went retrograde, so it looks like it's moving backwards in the sky. And it went conjunct Pluto. And it's moving past Pluto now. And then when it goes direct, it'll hit it again. But has anyone noticed like weird things with people? Like maybe more, I'll have to say it like it is, more negative experiences with people?
Mine has only been the last probably 3 days. Other than that, I was like in my Capricorn energy jam and it was feeling good, but I really noticed. So maybe I don't know, maybe it's hitting everybody else and I'm just noticing. I don't know. No.
Okay, Eileen said yes. I'm just glad it's not just me. Like, I'm gonna tell you some story. Like, I don't even know if I told you this, Rena. It made me so upset. Like, I hibernated for days in the house. Like, I went to HEB, which is the Texas grocery stores. I went to the local grocery store and I'm in the office supply aisle. Nobody else is there. It's just me. I am all the way up with my basket against the aisle. I'm looking at Post-it notes because, you know, Rena, you don't just buy Post-its or Post-it notes. You got to look at them all, figure out.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, I want the pretty ones.
Exactly. And so I got like a couple things in my hand. I'm comparing them. And this lady comes into the aisle and she had, I guess a little girl was pushing the basket and she had her hand at the end of the basket guiding her. And I saw them and I had like 1 inch. I could scoot my basket over. I still scooted it over, but no one else was in the aisle. And she got really mad at me because I didn't drop my shit, take the cart, move out of their way, and try to start a fight with me. Like, you know, I am a lover, not a fighter. Like, she came right up to me, was mouthing off, and I'm sitting there like, it really got to me. I was like, oh no, I might go to jail today. But I didn't. I just kind of looked right back at her, probably growled, and she kept going. But it was, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. And I was like, okay, is this Venus retrograde? Like,
it has to be. It has to be.
It was weird. That's not the only thing. I've had like being out in public, a couple other people get mad at me, and I just like love everybody, you know? And I'm like, why are people mad at me?
God, it's crazy.
Yeah, Eileen said people have been coming in acting crazy at her work. Sheila said yes. So I don't know. That's been my experience. So I decided I was staying indoors until Venus goes direct.
Well, I was going to say I don't leave the house much, but I've had a couple encounters inside. You know, I work from home, so leave to go get groceries, or when I drop off mail with, you know, Mark will come home from work and pick me up in the pickup and we'll go to the mailbox and drop packages in, that kind of thing. But it's too cold in North Dakota to go outside and hang out and have fun. So
see, that's the problem. It's been 80 degrees here like every day. So everybody's out and
oh yeah. Well, okay. So I guess Prince was right.
I think
the cold keeps the bad people out.
So I'm considering moving to a cold climate now.
The other day when we were like -20 something wind chill and it's like 34 in Minneapolis, and I'm like, that's not even that far away from me. That's 6 hours.
Yeah.
I could have been wearing shorts.
Oh my.
You don't understand.
I still bring a sweater with me because then the AC is cold inside of places. Like,
oh, definitely. For sure.
Okay, so Jessica's asking, can Venus retrograde cause you to fight more with your spouse? Yes, it can. And especially depending on like what's going on in your chart and how that Venus and Capricorn is aspecting things in your chart. For sure.
Yeah,
it causes tension all the way around. I've had to watch it with me as well. Like just me, I've, you know, been.
Oh yeah, no, for real, it's over here.
So yes, for sure. And it's not just Venus retrograde that does that. The fact that it's been conjunct with Pluto, that can bring that out too. So yeah, it's a time where jealousy, possessiveness, secretiveness, and I'm just putting this out in general, those kind of things are like a no-go right now. So, and then it just conflict in itself can definitely be brought up. So yeah, it's been a ride.
A few more days, hang in there.
One more month.
Shh.
One
You
more.
don't have to be real about it, Brandy.
Few more days, Rena.
Yep.
You are so fun. Okay, so back to Capricorn season. I just wanted to have a sidebar about that real quick.
Yes, all that stuff's important to talk about. It's very interesting too.
It is. So Cappy season. Okay. So I always get very excited for Capricorn season because we move out of Sagittarius season, which is my opposition. So this is kind of the time where I can kind of get back on track, think about what I want to do. I mean, so many keywords for Capricorn season: hard work, responsibility, discipline.
But don't let it give you a bad idea about it. It's not like you're out.
Oh, I see those as positive traits.
Yes, that's where you're talking. This is like getting in the mood to get things done and having the energy to do it and preparing for the next step. This is my jam.
Rena loves this. Loves it. The sun hits Capricorn, I don't hear from Rena for a month because she's working.
Always busy.
It's busy. It's a working energy. Yes, Carrey, definitely positive traits. Practicalness. It's a dependable energy. Okay, I was so doing some readings today. This came up, for anyone who needs the energy for boundaries or is having a hard time with boundaries or those kind of things. I was saying, this Capricorn season is perfect for that. You have the influence of the Capricorn planets to help you with those kind of things.
Cappies get a bad name though, where people think we're cold and we're heartless. I'm calling myself a Capricorn and I'm not.
You're a rising and moon.
Yes.
And see, I'm a Taurus rising and I got planets in Taurus. I always relate to Taurus energy. I always say we.
Yeah. We're really soft. It's just when things get crazy, that's kind of when we're able to step into who we really are and what we're capable of. So when we're like, oh, it's not so bad, we're trying to get you to see the better side of things and be able to move forward. And we do cry. We have soft hearts.
I know. For people who aren't Capricorn, they don't think Capricorns can cry. Yes, they can.
Yes. Definitely.
And I don't know. I get a lot of clients through astrology readings that are Capricorns. They obviously love astrology. So, I'm
what,
cool.
What do you see in your Capricorn clients?
What do I see? A common...
Yeah.
They're always hard workers. That's one generality I think always works. They're always hard workers. Very caring. A lot of them kind of depends on the whole chart, but a lot of them like stability.
Carrey says, can we cry though? You can. In your bathroom when you're all alone because you got to be so well put together.
Can I say, as a Gemini, I can totally relate with that because these air signs, we're not going to show those kind of emotions. And yeah, it's got to be yeah. No, you can. Yes, you can. Now, okay, here's a cool thing. Another thing about Capricorns and readings that I see, they're very honest people.
Yes, brutally sometimes.
I like that. I like honesty.
Yeah. Ain't no fake friends over here. This is it.
That's right. Ambitious. They're always ambitious.
Definitely.
Patient. A lot of times they have patience. With me.
Yeah. Tom says you are good enough, smart enough, and doggone it, people like you.
That's right.
I
I've
love
actually said that to myself in the mirror before. I know it's like a funny off SNL, but it works.
Post-it notes. Post-it notes.
You know, I bought some Post-it notes that are in the shape of stars today. I might
Cool.
just say something nice to myself and stick it on the mirror tomorrow.
That's smart.
I think I will.
I love it.
All right, let's talk about negative sides of Capricorn, because I believe every sign has its very well developed traits, and it's
not Capricorn. Not Capricorn.
Okay. Well, I'll put these out here. I'm not saying this is my clients. I've never seen these. So you tell me out there if you've ever seen these traits in any other Capricorn, like pessimism, maybe some selfishness.
I wonder if sometimes though the pessimism can be like that, coming off as cold-hearted when we're not really. Does that make sense?
Maybe. Okay, you know what I think it is? It just hit me. I think it's just being realistic, because Capricorns are very realistic.
Yeah.
So, Tom says superstar. That's right. My post-it notes. I'm going to write that I'm a superstar.
Definitely.
Okay, another negative, or sorry, not a negative. Let me rephrase that. Less developed trait, fearfulness. Maybe. Because this is a Saturn ruled sign. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. So we get a lot of the Saturn.
Oh, I want to talk about Saturn too when we're done.
I hope you guys didn't hear that. No, not that. Like my cat just barfed and it was so loud.
It's okay. I got a Zeus that does that too.
Oh my gosh. That was like, I just need to check on him. Hold on. Jagger, are you okay? You don't feel good?
Poor baby.
I got a mess to clean up in a little bit. So what were we saying? Sorry.
Let's see, where were we? Pessimistic, selfish,
fearful. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you see that? Now, I have a list of famous Capricorns. Did you do the same?
I did.
Okay. So we can maybe talk about these people and see. I don't know if I see any of these.
No, not on my list. Not on my list.
Not on mine. All right, you go. Let's like kind of go. Way to blame the cat.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was totally cat. I'm not going to give you guys evidence. You guys want evidence? I got it.
She'll zoom in.
I'll get the tissue and I'll go pick some up.
Oh, cute.
Anyway, because it is it's kind of gross. Sorry. Go ahead, Rena. Start with your list.
Okay, so my list of famous Capricorns. Check this out. This is how orderly it is, and I love this. It's between January 8th and January 17th. All 5 of them.
Let me get my list. You might mention some that are on my list.
Yes. So I got Betty White. She turns 100 this year.
I think like nationally, we should have a huge party. I
love that she's a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Because she is hysterical.
Can we talk about, so she's going to be 100. Yeah. So Capricorn and Saturn rules old age.
I love that.
And I think she's just a perfect example, doesn't mean she's Capricorn to live to be 100, but I just kind of like that shows up there.
She's beautiful. I mean, she has her youth and her wits about her. I love that woman.
She's amazing.
She is.
She's a Leo rising.
Oh, I love it. That's perfect.
I'm trying to think what else she has. Oh, she has Venus conjunct the sun. So that's that beauty. I mean, she's always been beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, I think she looks younger than 100. Like when I see I'm just like, she's 100. She looks fantastic.
She does.
She
Absolutely.
also has Saturn in her chart in Libra, which Saturn is exalted in Libra. So I think that's a good marker in the chart to show old age, possibly.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
she's level-headed. She is goal-oriented. I mean, that woman is successful and awesome. And I mean, everybody knows who Betty White is, you know?
Her moon's in Virgo.
God, she's amazing.
She's got a good setup.
Everybody wants to be friends with her.
That would just be the best thing ever.
Definitely.
So Betty White, and you said January 17th.
January 17th.
Got it.
I should have did my January 8th people first. I have Jim Carrey on January 17th, 1962.
Ooh.
And
you see a lot of performers, musicians, actors fall under the Capricorn category. Like there's hundreds on the list, and it makes sense because it takes hard work to achieve those careers. You know what I mean?
So people always say the Capricorns don't know how to have fun. Are you kidding me? Everyone I have on my list is a cool person. So,
and you said Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
I'm glad you brought this up because this brings up a good point that people don't always realize this. Capricorn energy is hilarious, hysterical. Some of the funniest people are either Capricorns or Capricorn rising. You get a Capricorn rising, they will cut up and make you laugh all day long. They have this very realistic humor.
We're awesome. Just kidding. Oh God. Right. I got Zooey Deschanel.
Oh, that's right.
She's January 17th, 1980. And she's awesome. And Prince loved her too.
Yeah, I adore her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
The Property Brother right now. Jonathan? Sorry, I'm an HGTV person.
Oh, interesting.
That's awesome. I think he's a Taurus. I'd have to check that.
I think it was Christmas when I pulled up the New Girl episode with her and Prince. And
oh, that one's awesome.
This makes me so happy.
I bet. All right, who else is on that list?
Okay, we got David Bowie, and he's January 8th, 1947. I'm
going to cross him off. He was on my list.
All right, math skills, 1947. How old is he? Because this girl, I don't do that kind of math in my brain.
He passed away in 2016.
Okay.
You remember that in 2016, there were a lot of celebrity deaths. It's a numerology. It's a 9-year, which I learned this from Angela, that you see a lot more celebrity figures and stuff pass, but he kind of started the crazy year.
Definitely.
So 1947, is that what you said?
Yep.
All right, I'll get a calculator because
70 something, right? Yeah.
So if he was still alive, he would be 74. And he died 5 years ago. He was like, what, 69? 68? He died right after his birthday.
Yep.
I believe on the 10th.
Cheryl says that Elvis was January 8th too.
Yes, Elvis.
Very cool.
Yep. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, because he's so important. I'm glad we added him to the list.
My last one, January 8th, Stephen Hawking, 1942.
Wow, what a powerful day.
Oh, okay. So here's something else. Capricorn energy is very known to be connected to the cosmic realm, the quantum field. That blew my mind when I found out his birthday, that he was Capricorn. I was just like, this guy, absolutely. He proves that.
That makes sense.
Very cool. I love it.
Very awesome.
So
who else you got on there? Is that it?
That was my list.
I'm going to start with the December Cappies. We got Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam.
Interesting.
We got Lemmy from Motorhead.
No way. I never would have pegged him for Capricorn. No way.
But think about it. He played till he died.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, those shorts though.
He's got some Venus energy or Libra something going on somewhere, I'm sure.
Scorpio. Has to be Scorpio. I don't know. Sorry.
We'll make a note to look up his chart and see
Yes.
what's going on. And then, you know, my favorites, the Monkees, Davy Jones and Mike Nesmith. Mike Nesmith just passed away. They both had the same birthday, December 30th, today.
Wow.
We got Patti Smith.
No, really. I never would have pegged her for a Cappy either.
Yeah, she has a Sun-Mars conjunction, I believe. She's got some interesting things.
Interesting.
We have a ton of musicians under the Capricorn sun. And it's, I mean, my list, I could only like put like 10 people on here, but I could have had a list of 100 people, I think. So those are my December ones.
I would have pegged Prince for a Capricorn. I would have.
I could see that. But Scorpio rising, and then he had what, Pluto on the midheaven, I believe. I'd have to look, but I could see where that hard work would come from, or the intensity.
Sure.
But yes, I could, yeah, for sure. All right, we got January Cappies. We got, who do we want to start? Should I go in order here? Remember, Peter Still, typo negative. Do you remember him?
No, he was a Cappy.
Yes, right.
That's funny because I've been jamming out to some typo.
That's one of my guilty pleasures. Not a lot of people know that about me. I've seen him. I saw him live like a long time ago.
Oh man.
Michael Stipe, REM, January 4th.
Wow.
Like, I'm not.
I can see that.
Well,
I can see that. Definitely.
He has a Pisces moon though, so
yeah.
I
Okay.
see both of those things going on.
Definitely.
Yeah. Syd Barrett, original singer for Pink Floyd. And
well, that goes along with the Stephen Hawking thing for me. Cosmically connected, because they're really out there. I love Pink Floyd. I do.
They put you in a whole different, they take you off the planet for sure.
Exactly.
David Grohl.
No.
Yes. You know why? I always forget he's a Capricorn. And I think it's because he's got that Sagittarius moon. I always think of him as a Sag.
What's his rising? Do you know?
I think it's a Sag rising as well.
No way.
I'm going from memory, but I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting. Yeah, I love Dave Grohl. He's awesome.
And yeah, I just got his book for Christmas.
His book?
Yeah, he has this book out. You know, he has all these like cool stories. He's always telling. He wrote a book with all these like cool stories, and
I gotta get that.
I know, like I got it for Christmas. I have not sat and read it yet, but I'm gonna print out his chart and have it as my bookmark so I can, as I'm reading, see where I see these things in his chart, because that's what I do.
Beautiful. We should have a book club, Brandy. You could host it.
I can't be the host because
okay, I'll host
I've been kicked out of too many book clubs to be out.
You know how it should be run.
Someone will call me a hypocrite.
Yeah, Brandy didn't read her chapter today.
I think was that the last show we did, or I talked about that. Like, yeah, I've been kicked out of I think 2 book clubs. Like, maybe we can do this and it'll balance that karma.
I'll host it. I'll make notes.
I'll send you the book. I'll gift you the book if you will host the club.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
I like that. I can do it.
All right. Susanna Hoffs of the Bengals, January 17th. She's a Betty White birthday.
Interesting.
And Dolly Parton.
I did know Dolly was. That makes so much sense to me. It does.
January 19th.
She's a go-getter.
I have all these people in my record collection except for Lemmy, only because I don't have Motorhead on vinyl. I don't have them on vinyl. It's not, doesn't mean I don't have it.
I do, and you don't?
You have it on vinyl. Oh, wait, you hit Record Store Day and got it.
I did.
Yeah. I know. It's the only thing I'm missing. Everybody else in my record. I was going to pull them out, but I have to put them back when I'm done, and you know. So Capricorns, they're amazing. They can put in the work.
And they're hilarious. They really are. Give them a chance. They're awesome people.
They will make you laugh and make you cry.
And they like to take notes.
Speaking of notes, so every time we come on this show, me and Rena kind of talk about things we're going to talk about and discuss. I just show up. This time I made notes, and I think it's because of it's Capricorn season. I think the sun got to me. Like, when have you known me to sit down and be organized?
I just showed up tonight. Well, I do have a little bit. I have a little bit of notes. Here's my notes. Usually
not as much as I have, because look, I just wrote words real big. And
that's okay.
the one last thing I will say. What are we laughing at? Me?
I don't know.
One last thing I'll say about Capricorn in your chart. So anywhere, the house that you have Capricorn in is generally where you see delays in life, or that energy or that area doesn't come together till at least after your Saturn return, around 30. Sometimes you're around 40 when that area that could be. So if you have I'll just use me as an example. So I have a Capricorn on the 9th house. I didn't get my spiritual beliefs kind of set out till I was in my 30s. It's also travel. I didn't do a lot of my traveling till here recently, those kind of things.
So Saturn gets a bad rap. It really does, kind of like that Capricorn energy. But here's what I can tell you about Saturn. It's also like your dharmic path. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of guiding you into this alignment to step into your soul purpose. It's really beautiful energy. When I work with these planets, so we all know I'm a little out there and I like to meditate and visit the planets. And
that is not out there. That is normal.
Okay. It is for me. When I visit Saturn, it's very like chief energy. There's headdress and like I love it. They're just organized, well put together. It's very beautiful, colorful energy to me. I really like it. They're very to the point. No, we don't mess around, you know. When I'm there, I do my work, I get it done and work through it. So I really like Saturn energy. I do.
All right. What did I miss? Tom said, use your words.
Use my words.
And then Kevin said big words. What did I miss? You guys fill me in.
I think the big words you were writing, the big words.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
because I'm like, oh God, was I stumbling over my words
That's
again?
what I wonder, because I have been doing that like crazy for the past week.
Kelly says 5th house Capricorn for me with no aspects. What's
Okay.
your 5th house? 4th is home life. What's 5th?
So 5th is, well, it can be children. It's creativity. Generally speaking, guys. So with a 5th house in Capricorn, sometimes these natives don't have their own children, or if they do it later, you know, they're older parents, or it can mean they have maybe one. It's kind of a restricted energy. They generally don't have a huge family. It's also creativity. It's fun, pleasure, romance, like beginnings of romance, like when you're dating somebody. Sex can be affiliated with the 5th house, risk-taking, gambling.
Risk-taking, sex. Just kidding. I'm teasing over here. I'm a married lady.
Mostly 8th house has to do with that. You can kind of see it in 5th house sometimes with people, but yeah, creativity, children, risk-taking are the main ones with that house.
Where is it on mine?
Where's what? Capricorn?
Yeah.
It'd be your 1st house if you're rising.
So, oh God, sorry.
Come on, Rena. You took my Astrology 101 class.
I showed up. I didn't take notes tonight.
But no, so Kelly, you're saying it has no aspects. It'll have a ruler though. And so the ruler of your 5th house will be Saturn. So you kind of go and see how Saturn is in your chart, what sign it's in, what condition it's in, what it's aspecting, and that brings you more information to that house.
Cheryl thought the same thing.
I know. I always say something stupid. My big word list.
Oh, it's all good.
Tom saying it was my list. I'm sorry about it. I know. Okay. Carrey saying I had a lot of my houses. Yeah, Carrey, if I'm remembering right, you had a lot of Capricorn energy for sure, not just the sun. You had a lot of other stuff going on.
It could also, with Saturn, showing you where you need to do your work too. So, like with birthing, Kelly, would this be other projects you're working on birthing too? You know, look at some of that stuff too. Maybe not so much children, projects or ideas.
Creativity.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a big one. I'm trying to think what other, those are the main thing. Risk taking, gambling.
Well, and let's go even further, because I don't call them past life regressions. I call them soul retrieval sessions. But, you know, there might be other stuff associated further down the road in that too.
Yeah. It can be self-expression. It's traditionally a Leo ruled house. So think of some of the Leo stuff as well, your will, how you want to express yourself for others to see, those kind of things.
Interesting.
Oh, we forgot to mention Jesus as a famous Capricorn.
Why
they made him a Capricorn, I don't know. Like, does not make sense at all. I figured he's probably got a huge stellium in Pisces, but that's my opinion.
I don't know. I have a lot of Capricorn friends. I don't know that they'd put themselves on the cross. I'm not saying that to be mean. They're amazing people.
Yeah. All right. So that's my Cappy notes. Oh, I can mention. So for Capricorn season, our friends who are Cancers, they are in opposition because Cancer and Capricorn oppose each other. So if you're a Cancer, if you have a sun in Cancer or planets in that sign, you're going to be feeling the opposition, the tension. It's kind of one of these periods where you want to use Capricorn energy so that you don't feel the tension. So you want to go to work, you want to work on projects, you want to, Cancer likes to be in its shell. Sometimes it likes the comforts of home. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is the outside world. Might be about putting yourself out there as safely as you can right now. You know, be invisible, hard work, these kind of things. So if you use that energy, it kind of makes that opposition a little bit smoother.
Do you have a birth time for Jesus? Have you ever looked that up? Tom wants to know.
No.
We should try to look it up sometime and see what they put him as. It'd be fun to pick that chart apart, Brandy. And you know it.
You know,
did they
I'm trying to think. I think I have done a minor research on this before. Since I think a lot of people believe, I don't want to like offend anybody. Since I think a lot of people believe that Jesus is at least a historical figure. And they're also going by some of the, I believe, what was described in the Bible as far as like the star placements and, you know, how the astrologers found them. I think it put him in a Pisces season somewhere.
Interesting.
But I'm not sure about the birth time. Like,
very interesting. I mean, you could rectify that chart if you really wanted to, Brandy. How bad do you know?
Because the only information we have about him, I'm going to stop.
Okay. I'm giving her too much crap, guys. Sorry. No, Tom, I
chart rectification. Like I've done one major chart rectification. It's a lot of work, and you have to know a lot of timed events in people's lives, and you got to talk to family, and you got to get stories, and it's a lot of work. I don't.
Well, I mean, we could. We're all. I want someone to do this.
Yes, Kelly's saying I thought there was controversy over when he was actually born. I think there is. I think we can all bank on the fact that he is not a Capricorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Selena's a Cancer. So yes, so Cancers are in opposition. Use Capricorn energy. And then not Leos, Libras and Aries. Those signs square Capricorn, so there can be some minor tension there as well. Kind of the same thing. You use Capricorn energy to try to mitigate that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I love it. This was a great chat tonight. Really got my brain working in all the ways I wanted it to.
It was fun. I enjoy Capricorn talks, and I just everything astrology. Rena, Capricorn Key.
Yes, I brought one, not the little one, but I brought one.
I love the yellow. Tell me about the piece.
It is so pretty. It is in real person too. So aragonite itself is kind of, have you ever looked at a piece? Like even online, it kind of clusters out. So this is tumbled aragonite. And it's yellow and gorgeous and beautiful. And I did get a little poop for the yellow bead.
By who? Like that thing's beautiful.
It's very earthy energy. I mean, this is all earth energy. So this is a stone of abundance, prosperity, and peace. It protects you from depression and sadness. It activates clear thought patterns, helps set pure goals for the future. This is totally Capricorn stuff here. It attracts luck and fortune. It has that very deep earth connection, which is important for birthing and manifesting new ideas and goals. It boosts your motivation. Happy Capricorn season. And it helps you focus on what is most important around you.
Nice.
It's a very, very cool energy to work with.
That would be a cool key to use like all year long, not just in Capricorn season. Like that would be a good key to bring to work with you.
Exactly. I mean, you could do anything with any kind of manifestation work you want to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
And those can be found where on your website, and it links you to Etsy, right? Or
yep. You can buy them off of my website or on Etsy. It's up to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just going through the comments. Kelly saying, did you say fifth house Capricorn people usually don't have kids? Super interesting, as I know 3 people with that and no kids. Yes, a lot of times, not every time. I know people who have a fifth house Capricorn and who have adopted children, and people who have started their families, maybe later in life. So, and you could have a Capricorn fifth house with certain planets there that mitigate that. And so you may not see that all the time, but it is somewhat common to see that. Yes.
Or how about an overbearing parent with that in that house? I'm thinking mommy dearest qualities for some reason.
Like if your parent was like that, you might see that in a 4th or 10th.
No. Like maybe if you were a parent.
Yeah. It talks about your parenting skills for sure. Yeah. So you could be a very strict parent.
Right.
That would be an example, or a very disciplinarian type parent. Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just throwing some things out there.
So
I think all energy is workable. Seriously, I do. I think you can overcome it,
Exactly. So I want to put this out here because I want to be clear. If you have a fifth house in Capricorn, it does not mean you can't have kids. It does not mean you won't have kids. We're just kind of talking about some like patterns we see. Someone with a fifth house Capricorn may only want to have 1 kid, or they might want to do, there's something Capricorn-y about it. It doesn't mean you can't. It doesn't mean you're limited there. So it's very fluid.
They're a really awesome parent. Yeah, I don't know, because that's where their forte is. They want to just do it,
That's right. So you have the keys for Capricorn season. And those are seasonal, right? Like everyone needs to buy the key right now or during.
Yep, during Capricorn season. We are coming up on Aquarius, and I've picked out Larvikite for Aquarius. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah. And I have some crystals here. Let me tell you what crystals are very supportive during
Yes.
So we got the rose quartz. Sorry, with my lighting, it might be hard to see. This is really good for self-love and self-acceptance because Capricorns, sometimes the energy, they can be hard on themselves sometimes because, you know, there is I think a degree of perfectionism maybe tied with Capricorn.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got smoky quartz here to just protect from negativity, kind of keep things very optimistic and positive. We have tiger eye for spiritual grounding.
Awesome.
And then get some green aventurine for some more positive vibes.
And that's also, isn't that a manifester?
Yes.
Aventurine?
Abundance. Yes, absolutely. These crystals have multiple energies they help you with. And then I always put a clear quartz to amplify. So I put them all together in this pouch. So clear quartz will amplify the vibes of the others. And I'm going to put it together so you can see what it looks like. I always put a little Capricorn tag on there. So you have the pouch that you can keep in your pocket, put under your pillow. You can just take them out to meditate with them. You can keep them on the desk near you. And it comes with a card that has the crystals listed and what they're for.
That is super cool. I love it.
So, and those are always available in my Etsy shop. So stop by. It's the perfect thing to send someone. It's free shipping and I can send it directly to them. So,
and if you have Capricorns to gift, something like that would be awesome. Very practical, very earthy, things that they can use all the time.
Tell you what, you get Rena's key, you get these crystals, your Capricorn will be set. Sorry, I have my Yes, thank you, Jessica. So Jessica's explaining how Jesus' birthday got associated with December 25th in Capricorn season. That is awesome. Thank you, Jessica. Yes, and Kelly was saying patterns. Yeah, definitely some patterns. It's a good way to put it. All right, so where does that leave us? Where are we at now, Rena?
I don't know. Where are we?
Is it pull a card time from the Bowie deck?
It might be. It might be.
So I got this after Rena showed me hers.
Yes, I made Brandy get it because it's so good.
And then I loved it. I don't use it every day, but
I feel like this is one of those, like I have a deck to connect with my mom. This is one of those that's really special like that.
It's very
I have a Prince deck too. I do.
I have a certain decks I use to connect with certain spirit.
Yep. Yep.
They're very accurate when you set them up that way too.
And Bowie energy is amazing to work with. It really is. Very artistic and, well, all the things that he is, really.
I love the size of the cards too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, they're huge. They're beautiful.
But yes, as you're saying, very artistic. Out of the box. I believe he's an Aquarius rising. I have to go back to that.
Oh, I could see that. Absolutely.
All right, so let's pull some cards about 2022. What do you think?
Okay.
What if we pull the same card?
What if that would be so weird. That would be so
Bowie,
weird.
if you're listening,
do it.
Same card.
I'm laughing too hard. I'm gonna have a mess over here.
All right, do we pull more than one? Let's pull like what, 3 or just one?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
It's up to you. I usually pull more than one.
I think I'm gonna pull one for 2022. Listen to me.
Okay, you're pulling one for 2022?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pull 3 for 2020.
Do whatever you want. I'm pulling one because only one came out and I really like it.
Okay.
Oh, I love this card, and this makes me so happy.
Well, it's probably not the same as what you're doing, but
You go whenever you're ready, Rena.
me go, you go.
All right, you want me to go?
You go.
Okay. And this deck, I always have to stare into it a little bit because it's just, there's so much in the artwork. And
There is, like, here, I'll show you guys. I'll try to get it.
is that the card you pulled?
Well, I pulled 3.
Is that one of the 3?
It's one of the 3.
Okay. So I got Queen of Pentacles.
I got all pentacles.
Yes. So I love this because my interpretation for the Queen of Pentacles and how this relates to 2022. This is about, I mean, this is like Capricorn season to me. The Queen of Pentacles. So it's about having things all together. It's about having the energy, having the time to do the work, still being able to like put dinner on the table and take care of others around you, or doing everything. So by like the end of the day, you feel like you get to do everything you want to do. Whereas I think the energy of this year, 2021, it was like not having the energy and not having the time and space to do everything you want to do, like having to prioritize and sacrifice others. This is like all the way around accomplishment, getting things done. This is abundance. This is some major abundance here. Lots of reward for hard work. This is a fantastic omen. I'm like really excited about this.
So I got 2 of Pentacles, which is all about being able to balance and function and have it all moving, flowing. We got the 6 of Pentacles. This is about success, being generous with your heart and your ideas, and knowing that it's just not all about what's coming in, it's about what you're offering too. And then we got 7 of Pentacles, which is these ideas to drive you forward. So definitely
motivating.
It is. It's very exciting. I love it.
And I'm also getting the hit that like everything that's been kind of on a standstill or haven't been put on hold the last couple of years, I'm seeing something about resuming this year. So
I feel that very much. I think that everybody's tired, and I feel this collective energy, like we're ready to like finally come together and be able to move forward and do what's necessary in order for us to move forward and resume our lives. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I feel that. And the Emperor was on the bottom of my deck.
Ooh, I had Princess of Swords. That's always my overall general what other influences are at play. Princess of Swords.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. Love it.
The Emperor to me is like about stability.
Definitely.
Kind of having a firm foundation under you. So very Capricorn as well. Very appropriate.
I was going to say it's like the masculine version of the Queen of Pentacles to me, really.
Yep. A lot of similarity there. A lot of a common message. Tom saying maybe he can start building his house. I think that's definitely possible.
Party at Tom's house.
Yes, we should do a live show from there.
We're doing it. Make sure you put in a pool. Just kidding.
I want to put in a pool this next year. I still think I'm a couple years out, but like I want to speed it up.
Well, this is your year. Make it happen.
I'm gonna use that Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna get my pool.
That's right.
Yay, Kelly saying no more ice energy. That's right. This is earthy energy.
Yeah.
Tom says Christmas 2043. I'll put it on my calendar. Don't think I won't.
What show was I watching? Was it Vice, where they were talking about the futuristic people? How there was going to be, basically we're going to be bionic by like 2045,
Really?
able to bypass illnesses, and like there's just going to be a whole new level of healthcare. Apparently it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see if that comes true.
What is that, in 2040?
2045.
Okay.
I think that was within the last 3 weeks. I think it was, if you go back.
I'll have to
It's
look
on Showtime. Vice. I love that show.
I love that show. I haven't caught up on it lately, but me and Wade watch that one a lot.
Very interesting.
I've been going through and watching, like totally off subject, watching the old episodes of Ink Master.
Oh,
Our thing this month. I don't know.
well, I found Unsolved Mysteries on Hulu, so I've been doing some of that. The old Robert Stack, you
The
guys.
creepy ones. Those were the Friday night ones.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'd watch those when I was little and be so scared when I went to bed. I'd be scared I'd get murdered or something. It was probably not a show I should have been watching as that little, but we did.
My mom and I lived next door to this sweet little old lady. I mean, she was just the cute. She was like a Betty White kind of lady, but she was an old lady, older than Betty White. Anyway, we would watch Unsolved Mysteries, and then we'd go to her house on like Saturday for apple pie. She always liked us to come over, and she'd say, "Did you watch Unsolved Mysteries last night?" And my mom and I would just laugh. Oh god.
Hilarious. Carrey saying it used to scare the crap out of her. Yeah, I remember the music. The doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Vice is an interesting show. It's if you watch it on Showtime, there are half-hour episodes with 2 stories in between. So there's like 15 minutes for each story, and it's kind of like current events. What's going on? What kind of ideas are out there right now? And then just the other day I found on Hulu Investigations by Vice, and those are hour episodes and very interesting. I was glued. So
see, and I didn't know about those till you said that, so I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
So good.
Carrie saying she couldn't get off the couch till her parents got home. She was too scared to move. Like now I put that stuff on to go to sleep. Like I've kind of like I'm so different now. Like watching crime just calms me and is entertains. That's terrible to say, but yeah, it's different now.
Freddy Krueger was my first love, and I'd watch him on like Friday night movie nights back when they'd put that crap on TV. And I loved it.
The show, like a Nightmare on Elm Street show, like on midnight, I think.
Yes. It was so good. And then it started to scare me where I wasn't sleeping. So then I'd watch it during the daytime, and then I was afraid to go outside during the daytime. Because Freddy, like,
as long as you don't go to sleep, you'll be fine.
He transcends time somehow. Yeah. Just don't take no naps.
I had a poster of him hanging up in my room when I was like 8. That was the Nightmare on Elm Streets are my favorites.
Definitely. Yes. I love him.
Gosh, that's what's wrong with us, Rena. Like,
I know. It's sick.
We're sick people.
I still have every one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets in my collection.
Oh my gosh. I loved Dream Warriors. The 4th one, I think. It may have been the 3rd one, I can't remember. But
the waterbed.
Yes. I had a waterbed too in the 80s. Like,
who didn't?
oh my gosh. I miss those in a way. Remember you could like turn the heater up on them and get in them to be so warm. But like I woke up in the morning not able to move ever. I remember always having a stiff neck and then when I was an adult and got my own bed, regular bed, mattress, it was so much better. Waterbeds are not good for you.
Yeah.
Aw, Tom, he says, Brandy and I had the best time in Austin last month. I finally have a birth chart. Yeah, so Tom got on a plane and came and saw me, and we did a an astrology reading in my office in person.
That's awesome.
The best thing ever. And he's actually given us permission for a future show to discuss his sister. We have some charts with some events that happened around her. So
can you tell us about the sister a little bit?
Yeah, is that okay, Tom? But while I'm waiting for him to answer. Yeah, so he came down, we had a great time, did some readings, went and had some awesome Pakistani food, and went and got voodoo donuts, got some vegan donuts after.
I am so jealous. Stop right now.
It was good. Right before the big COVID peak. So we had that little time where we got to sneak out and go do a bunch of stuff. It was fun. He said yes. So his sister was tragically murdered in the 70s. Tom was only like 5 years old. And Tom had a newspaper article about it. So we had some times, accurate dates, information. And so we pulled what I call a legacy chart, the chart that's at the time of death, to kind of see what happened. So, you know, for a future show, maybe outside the holidays, when we want to do, you know, because me and Rena, we do a lot of true crime. We listen to it, we watch it. I do a lot of criminal astrology. Kind of, that might be something to discuss and show the charts for.
I would love that. I would be so interested for sure. That's fascinating. I don't know how many details. Is the whole story known as to what happened? And you don't tell us anything yet, but like, is it like, was anybody caught? That kind of thing. Was it solved?
It was a murder suicide.
Oh no.
And but there were some details that, you know, the why, the motive, those
really.
So, and that's where astrology can come in handy and kind of fill in the gaps a little bit.
Yeah.
No one knows why, but.
And sometime I want you to do some chart pulling on what we got going on here in North Dakota. Not that it's active now, but we had a quadruple homicide a few years ago here, which is super, super rare. I mean, even talking about gang activity, it's so rare for that to happen. And usually when it does, it's like kind of accidental. You know, it's like maybe there's a drive-by and, you know, spray the bullets kind of thing. But there was a quadruple homicide here. And I don't know, some of those pieces just don't add up to me. Like there was a man who was caught, convicted. He was sentenced to life without parole, but I'm just not sure he was the single person involved. I kind of think that there were other people involved in this. I know I'm crazy for thinking this, but I'm just like, in the time that was allotted and the story that goes, and usually there's, I mean, even if you wear gloves, isn't there usually like hand wounds and stuff? You know what I mean?
Right.
Depending on how many stab wounds there are. I mean, there was, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was 4 victims, over 100 stab wounds, and this all happened in, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. It's just crazy to me.
I mean, stab wounds take some force. I would think there'd be something on the hand or.
Right. Now, the weird part of the story is this guy was a chiropractor, so he knew his hot zones, we'll say, and I don't mean to be gruesome, but I don't know. It just, it's weird.
Let's look at it. Let's do a show on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom is saying the newspaper spilled it for the most part. Yeah, the newspaper had a lot of about Tom's sister, what happened, what people thought might have been going on. Yeah, so.
Sheila, the Capricorn keys aren't on my website. They're only on my Etsy page.
But that's on your website, right? The Etsy, like the link.
Yeah, there should be a button you can click to get to my Etsy page. And
if not, go to my website under recommendations. I have like a button that takes you right to your Etsy store. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not trying to pick on North Dakota or anything, but yes, we have murders here, but this is so rare. I just don't, I just don't know that everything was handled properly the way it should. The right questions were asked. I mean, there are so many aspects. Like one of the victims' wives, this guy was known to be having an affair. I mean, there's just some hairy background story to this.
That it twists and turns.
Because let me tell you, if I found out my husband, you know what I mean?
It would not go well.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Just
oh man.
Terrible.
All right. Well, so stay tuned for those. We'll bring those on. And
yes.
I think Carrie's got you, Sheila. I think she posted a link to the Etsy store.
Oh, she did.
Rock, Carrie.
Yeah, I think a lot of us here have the same kind of questions as to did he owe somebody some favors? I mean, there's some backstory to like the people. This happened in a business, and this is like a property management company. And one of the other workers had a party at the shop, and this well-known biker gang, the Sons of Silence, was brought into the picture. I mean,
biker gangs, that's whole.
Yeah, and they're ruthless. I mean, they're like a notch above the Hells Angels. I believe. I don't know these people. I'm sorry.
I think you're right. I've had some missing person stuff in Texas, and there's been a couple where motorcycle gangs are involved. I drop the case when that happens.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't get involved in any of them.
Yeah,
but no, because they can be very brutal.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, and I know everybody there's some reason. I just don't know that we'll ever get the true story, but it would be very interesting to kind of pick apart and see if there were pieces missing. There was one door that didn't have a camera, and like you kind of wonder, how would that door not? That was one of the main doors. Are you kidding? You didn't have a camera there, but you have a camera everywhere else. Is there just something we're not seeing? Just, I don't know. It's weird.
A lot of questions.
Lots. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
No, I know. I think we should just pull the charts now and just extend the show and let's figure this out.
Let's do Tom's first because
we can't skip Tom.
I've been sitting on the North Dakota stuff for a couple of years, so I can wait a little bit longer.
I'm really interested to dive into that one though, because you've been keeping me posted, and I'm always like, oh, there's a lot of stuff I want to look at on that.
Oh, I watched every moment of that trial, and I just couldn't believe what I was hearing, and it was just like the juiciest story,
Yeah.
I'm over here like Michael Jackson eating the popcorn.
I didn't hear from Rena for like a week. All I got were news updates.
3 weeks, 3-week trial.
I sent Rena a message, and I think she responded like,
it was interesting. Very cool stuff.
Okay, so that's what's coming up next year on our show and all that. So, oh my gosh, you guys have an amazing new year. I'm very excited for 2022. Like, I don't want to jinx anything, but
it's going to be so good. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams, because I really feel like this is the year where things are really going to fall into place, and you're going to have momentum to do those things that you've always wanted to do and go after the things you've always wanted to go after.
And Jupiter in Pisces is major expansion. That's a home sign. So yeah, we're in good hands, I think, with some of these planetary alignments. One future, well, I'll ask you on the side, Rena, or maybe I'll ask the people. Does anyone want to know like the USA nation chart and the transits happening for the country? Like, let me know if that's an interest you have, because I've been following how the US natal chart is getting hit. Some interesting things going on there. So if that's something, and I'll try not to get political with it. So that's something you guys want to see, let me know.
Well, I think a little politics is all right.
I can really get on my soapbox. I'm just trying to be mature.
I'm very interested in that. Very,
Oh,
very
friends
interesting.
in 2020. So I've been trying to be like on my best behavior lately, so.
Yeah, well, there's some things coming out of the woodworks, that's just, I'm glad my nose is clean. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Looks like there's some interest. So we might do that. Because there's some. Oh, Kathleen is texting me. For some reason, she can't text or comment on our show. Sorry about that. Yes, she wants to see it too. So we'll do a show on that. There's some interesting transits getting ready to happen. We're in a Pluto return and some things I'm watching there. So
Yeah, and didn't you say that actually happens like twice this coming year? Oh yeah.
it's hitting exact, and then it goes retrograde and re-hits, and it's gonna hit, retrograde, hit, come back, hit. It'll be interesting.
So maybe we should pull that one next week and then do Tom's, and then we'll do the North Dakota after that. Look at me planning the show. That's my Capricorn stuff happening.
Send me a set list so I know what to have ready.
So are you going to make any predictions as to what you think might be happening behind the scenes? Can we ask you that?
I can. There's a couple things I've been watching. I've been kind of quiet about because I don't know. I could be wrong. Like astrology, it's one of these things. Sometimes it's easier to go back and see what happened, but there's some interesting things I'm seeing playing out in the USA chart, President Biden's chart, Kamala Harris's chart, that are all timing at the exact same things or same time. So
really,
so I might put out that prediction, or at least how I'm interpreting it. So yeah.
Interesting.
I'll give you my thoughts. How about that?
Oh, bring your popcorn, guys. I'm excited.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. So we'll plan a show on that. And Cheryl saying, when am I doing readings again? So Cheryl, on my website, I have my readings listed. I did have mediumship listed for the month of December. And I will be offering that again. I do the mediumship kind of seasonally or here and there. But I also have the tarot readings, astrology readings available that can be booked now. And if you want to do mediumship, send me a message and we can set that up. So
Brandy and I will be doing new moon and full moon events in 2022. Some type of, like, Brandy's going to be talking about what's happening in the astros, and then I'll put together some little project or meditation or something of the sorts for us. I think it's going to be really awesome. So that's going to be aside from the show.
wait.
Yes, it's going to be so good. Lots of good stuff. And that's kind of where I've been sitting down with my calendar today. It's like, oh yes, we need to do this in March, and let's do this one in May.
Nice.
It's good stuff. I'm excited.
I'm thrilled. So yeah, stay tuned for all those. And yeah, 2020 is gonna be a big year. We're gonna be putting out some things, and yeah, it's gonna be great for everybody. That's my prediction.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, till next time.
Yes. Safe holiday, you guys. Please don't drink and drive.
Never drink and drive. You will make me mad if you do that.
That's right. Any of my local friends watching, you can call us for a ride. Seriously, we'll come pick you up.
Me too. I will come get you. I'll be wearing a mask and we'll have you mask up in my car, but I'll come get you.
You can sit in the trunk. Just kidding.
I have a beetle. You will have to fold it up a few times to fit back there. So if you want to get in the trunk of the beetle, All right. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. See you on the flip side.